Hello, welcome to The Update. I'm Tina Quinn. Australia has taken home another 3 medals at the Paralympics, 2 gold and 1 silver. All 3 were won in the velodrome by Emily Petricola, Corey Boddington and Jessica Gallagher. Petricola overwhelmed with the win after what she says has been a difficult few years.
I've just had a lot of MS issues over the last 3 years. I moved from relapsing remitting to secondary progressive, so it's been really challenging.
And Australia's wheelchair rugby team has kept its medal hopes alive, beating host nation France 55-53 in Paris. We missed out on a place in the 4x50 metre freestyle relay final, disqualified at the end of the race. China claimed gold in the event for a 3rd straight Paralympic Games. The New South Wales Liberal Party is facing 3 by-elections following the resignation of Pittwater MP Rory Amon over alleged child sex offences. The 35-year-old was yesterday charged on 10 counts relating to the alleged sexual assault of a then 13-year-old boy in 2017. While he's denied all charges, Mr Amon's resignation means his party will face by-elections in the seat of Pittwater, as well as the seats of Epping and Hornsby. Mr Amon, who has been granted bail, released a statement denying the allegations. An Indigenous human rights lawyer is calling for WA's government to engage the Aboriginal community and reform the state's youth justice system following another death in custody this week. A 17-year-old died at Banksia Hill Detention Centre on Thursday night. He's the 2nd child to die in custody in the state in less than 12 months. Speaking to the ABC, Dr Hannah McGlade says that the WA government needs to step up.
We think there needs to also be an independent Youth Justice Commissioner appointed who can report directly to the Premier, who sits outside of justice because they have consistently failed and created such a dangerous environment, especially for Aboriginal children.
Heading overseas now, and at least 6 people have been killed and 50 injured in a Russian strike on the city of Kharkiv. A 14-year-old is among the dead. Guided bombs were used to hit a 12-storey building in the city's industrial precinct. Kharkiv Chief of Police Volodymyr Dimoshko says it's an indiscriminate attack on civilians.
These were civilian sites. The park at Yuriev Boulevard was directly hit. Children were there. The children's playground was hit. A child died. According to preliminary information, it was a girl of 13 or 14.
Well, as we close out winter, Australia has broken several heat records, and the Bureau of Meteorology says the warm weather and fire risks are here to stay and will persist through spring with higher than average temperatures forecast. Parts of Australia's southeast have also endured wild weather, with damaging wind warnings persisting in parts of South Australia, Victoria and Tasmania. 2 of Australia's 4 big banks predict interest rates will come down from early next year. ANZ and Westpac believe the official cash rate will drop to the low 3% range. The current rate is running at a 13-year high at 4.35%. In sport, and the AFLW has kicked off with 2 games played last night. West Coast claimed a narrow 1-point win over Richmond, while Sydney beat Collingwood by 15 points. At the US Open, Coco Gauff has defeated her Ukrainian opponent in a 3rd-round clash. Aussie Alexei Popyrin will be in action later this morning. Socceroos coach Graham Arnold has named an extended 24-man squad for the Asian qualifiers against Bahrain and Indonesia. In NRL action, injuries have soured Manly's victory over the Bulldogs. Star duo Jason Saab and Tom Trbojevic were both hurt during the 34-22 win. And after back-to-back losses, the Panthers have got their season back on track, thrashing the Rabbitohs 34-12. In entertainment news, a music promoter has won a multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the Australian Grand Prix over the cancellation of a Robbie Williams performance. The corporation must pay $2.84 million in damages. You're all up to date now. Catch us tomorrow for another episode of The Update.